Hey, what's up, team? I am pumped about today's topic because I do this and I think I'm going to quit doing this because of today's topic. So, especially around this time of the year, what are you hearing from me if you're in the fitness realm, or pretty much everyone else? You're going to hear it the first of the year. You're going to hear, start now, join today, make it happen. And what do we hear every Monday morning? Starting over, if you're in the fitness and nutrition realm. All right, back on the wagon, restarting. Here's the thing, let me tell you this, and this stuck with me, man. This is huge. We have staying power. Starting is easy. Starting is easy. It's easy to go hoop it up on the weekend and then starting over on Monday morning. Do you see what I'm saying? You've got staying power. You are not made to start. I am not made to start. I'm made to finish, baby. You're made to finish. Now let's look at it a little bit deeper, okay? Let's just pretend that you're the enemy. Pretend that there's an enemy out there that just loves you to be in mediocrity. This enemy out there wants you to be in mediocrity and wants you to not level up. What would their strategy be? They would love for you to start, because here's the thing. They can't knock you down. The enemy can't knock you down if you don't start. So when you start, the enemy goes and puts some popcorn in the microwave, gets on his or her couch and says, yeah, baby, I got a target that I can start shooting at. The enemy loves for you to start. So what do I mean by that is he loves you to start so he can knock you down to the comfort zone, okay? Every time we start, it's like, yes, I love it. So here's how I want you to think of yourself to combat that, all right? Think of your car. Your car can go 150 miles an hour, right? Okay, 120, whatever kind of car you drive. They can all go over 100 nowadays, all right? So what do? We cruise in life at 45. Enemy loves that. The second, think of the enemy as the police. Now, normally the police are good, but in this analogy, think of the enemy as the police. They see someone like really amping up on their goals, really trying to level up their business, really trying to level up their marriage, really trying to level up their finances. I mean, this person's like, going like 95. What's the enemy do? Whoop, 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 whoop. Tries to slow you down to 45 miles an hour where everybody else is at. And he'll use self-doubt to do it, he'll use people to do it, and he'll use situations to do it. That's another daily walk. We talked about what the tools the enemy uses to get you to stay in that 45 miles an hour way. Now here's the thing to keep you going. Here's the thing to keep your process running this weekend, next weekend, holidays, whatever. Is that obstacle is the way. All right, there's actually a book called The Obstacle is the Way. So the second that things start to get hard, the second that, you're so excited, you started this business opportunity, you started this nutrition plan, you started marriage counseling, the second you start that stuff, here comes the traffic cop because you're trying to level up your life. Good. That means that is your motivation. You're like, well, it don't feel motivating. I mean, I started a workout program and I sprained my ankle. How's that motivating? Good. That's the enemy using a situation trying to slow you down to 45. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to get the pool. Okay, you're going to get on the little ergometer, or you're just going to watch your nutrition, but you're going to keep going because it's not about starting. It's about staying power, and we have staying power. Another great fact, okay? Our brains use about 5% of their capacity. We are built to grow, all right? The enemy hates growth. He loves the fact. The enemy loves the fact that, I love it. You're only using 5% of what God gave you. That's awesome. And that's why he works so hard to level us down when we try to level up our lives. So forget the starting. No more starting. All about staying. Now, you're going to go through seasons. You're going to go through times where that enemy's chasing you, and, maybe you're going 100, and, the enemy's like popping out your tires, so you might be forced to slow down, but guess what? You're going to slow down to 75, not to 45. You're not going back to mediocre. That's not happening. You don't play that game. The enemy will not. And here's the thing. Once the enemy's chased you enough, once you've been digging and scratching and going, he's just going to give up. He's going to say, forget this, man. I'm going to go for some low-hanging fruit. Another great way to look at it is, say you're four-wheeling, right? Back to the car analogy. And that four-wheeler, that car, that Jeep, we'll say, that Jeep you have, has 8 cylinders, right? Are you just using 4 cylinders? When do you use the other 4 cylinders? Not when you're just cruising at 45. You're not using all 8 cylinders. What happens when you get to a steep hill? That steep hill is the enemy. So what do you have built inside of you? You've got built inside of you 4 extra cylinders to be like, I'll get up this hill. And what do? You do get up that hill. Use your staying power. Use your other 4 cylinders and realize that the steeper that hill gets, the more of you're using to overcome it. And the more lubricated those cylinders are getting, the better, the more efficient they're getting at using. Because the enemy will then, he'll say, oh man, you're actually continuing to move even though it's so much steeper. Guess what? I'm gonna put some sand. I'm gonna make it even steeper. Cool, kick in your other 2 cylinders. Kick in your other 2 cylinders. Back to the brain, we're built for growth, right? Well, if you're like, Jesse, man, I'm on all 8 cylinders, man, and it is still too steep at this season of my life. It's still too steep. No problem. You are built for growth. We stop at the mechanics. We get a coach. We get some mentorship. We get some counseling, whatever it might be in the area of life we're in, and we level up and we install an extra 2 cylinders. That's what God does. Is He will put people, mechanics, in your life so that when you're using all 8 cylinders and the enemy's like, yeah, got this one. Because once in a while he'll try a little extra hard at you. Yeah, got this one. No, we don't. You just stop in, talk to one of your mechanics, install a supercharger, install another 2 cylinders, and it is gone. And then the road is no longer steep and he's given up. So rock and roll, let's do this. Let's use our staying power. Forget the starting. If you haven't started yet, start today, whatever it is. Start working on your marriage, start working on your finances, start leveling up your business, start working on your nutrition, whatever it is, start today, but stay tomorrow and stay the next day. Rock and roll, guys.